Well, this is Welika Educational Center, where knowledge is power. Feel free to join us. Hello friends, my name is Elisha Ooga. I am the director of Welika Educational Center. Welika is an abbreviation for With Education, Lives Can Be Rejuvenated. With education, lives can be rejuvenated. And also in the middle of Welika, there is an EL, which is a Hebrew name for God, meaning that God is in the middle of this work. Welika actually helps combat the current cycle of poverty within the slum community through the provision of a quality education and by tending to the needs of these slum children. Since we began, I am happy to say that we have several of them who are right now in universities and also in colleges, while some others are also in high schools. These children would otherwise never gotten a chance to continue with their education. And as you all know, education is the key. We are actually giving them an opportunity to unleash their potential. Now, would you actually be interested in joining us in this work? You are highly welcome. We invite volunteers. We invite those who can actually partner with us so that together we can make a difference. Now, just a glimpse of how Welika started. I was born and brought up in Kibera slums, one of the biggest slums in sub-Saharan Africa. And I could not actually continue with my education because of the level of poverty that was within our community. Now, I thought of actually doing something because I had this and I had this, but I didn't have the wallet. So I begin with what I have from where I was. So I thought of actually going out and talking to people, the business community who are actually in our town, so that they could actually, those who could help me with a piece of chalk, some pencils, some pens. This is how we actually began in a rental shanty within Kibera slums. In the next 10 years or so, this is my vision. I'm really envisioning a school whereby those who shall have actually passed through Welika Educational Center and gotten into the business, and also some others gotten jobs, they are the ones who will also be coming and give back to the community in which they were brought up. Number two, I'm also thinking that in the next 10 years, since some of these parents are so lowly in terms of economy, I'm actually envisioning having a vocational training center whereby these single mothers and youths can actually get skills. Then they can actually be able to work with their hands and they can actually fend for their families. Our school motto is knowledge is power, meaning that our mission here is to empower the slum community, and this is actually going to help them. Instead of actually being given fish, we are actually helping them to know how to go out and do fishing by themselves. Knowledge is power, and this is Welika Educational Center. Most of the children that we do tend to in Welika Educational Center, they come from very, very poor backgrounds within the slum community. Most of these parents, some of them cannot actually afford 2 meals a day. So meaning that for them actually to be able to get adequate needs for their children to be able to go to school, it is not easy. So Welika takes care of such children. Number two, there are some children whose parents had actually died because of HIV and AIDS. So they are being fostered by these other parents. And you can imagine, suppose a parent has like 3 children in the family and now fosters another 2 in the family, life becomes extremely hard for them. And that is why Wellika is in the middle to make a bridge for these parents. We also give the children a good education. We also offer feeding program, and through this feeding program we have been able to see the retention in class, and the daily attendance has always been so good. The children remain in class, and at least now they can concentrate in their studies. We have seen also the academic performances improving through the feeding program that we give in our school. Again, on the same note, I want to thank some of our sponsors who have gone an extra mile also to set up businesses to some of the parents whom they sponsor their children. And through these parents can now actually come out and fend for themselves, feed their families, and also pay their house rents. Now, this is what I meant by showing them how to do fishing instead of giving them fish. Thank you.